Horror, an intense feeling of fear, shock, or disgust. We've all had these feelings before in our lives, unless you think you're different and have no emotions. Oh, what a Sigma you are. But for me personally, I've had many moments in my life where I've experienced these. I felt shocked when Barca lost 4-0 against Liverpool in the semifinals of the Champions League. Still to this day, I cry a little when I remember that. I felt disgust every time I saw a freaking OnlyFans girl trying to promote their shit on Twitter. And I felt fear every time I had to present in front of the whole damn class. Now, in the last video, I talked about the creepiest short horror film I've watched. And you see, that gave me the original idea of just talking about horror in general.
What the hell is even that?
Very original, I know. And I'll say this straight up, I'm a complete bitch when it comes to horror things. Horror games, horror movies, anything that involves getting scared, I don't like it. Get me out of there. And I know the whole point of watching and playing horror games is to make you scared, but I just don't like it. You may be asking, then why play or watch a movie? You know what? Very good question. I actually don't know. Now, when I was a kid, it was even worse. I remember for some reason, someone was watching a horror movie in the afternoon. It was around 2 p.m. How do I know the exact time? It's because I made that shit up. But not the story I'm about to tell. Because my curious ass was, well, curious, I decided to tag along and watch the movie with that person. And oh dear buddy. Because for some reason, I thought to myself, it's daytime. This ain't gonna scare me. And I mean, it didn't. Not that much anyways. But by the time it got time for me to sleep, that's when my freaking brain decided to think, oh hey, remember that one horror movie you watched not too long ago? How about I jog your memory on that? I shot my pants. I'm pretty sure the movie was like The Grudge or something. And since I remembered that, I could not sleep at all that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I would think she's watching me sleep. So I kept them wide freaking open. But even with them open, I would still think she's still watching me from somewhere. I don't know, maybe from the closet. Bro, I was a bitch back then too. I mean, I was like 7 at the time. It's normal. But honestly, the main horror movies that freak me out the most are like the evil spirits, ghost types, things like The Grudge, Annabelle, that freaky nun. Cause I'll be honest, horror movies are about like murders like Michael Myers, Jason, Ghostface, or Art the Clown. They can be scary, but that shit is more about gore and blood, which doesn't really do much for me. Those movies are basically just how to make your victim die in the most inhumane way possible. Well, that mainly goes to Art the Clown. That son of a biscuit is a demon. I mean, I think literally he is a demon. While it doesn't necessarily scare me, the way he kills his victims just engraves into my brain that I cannot unsee it. I remember in the first movie, he literally cut someone in half with a saw while the girl was upside down. And like in one of the latest movies, I don't know if it was the second one or the third one, I'm pretty sure there was a little love making scene in which my boy just like barged right in with a chainsaw and killed them both. Honestly, that in itself just makes him a complete menace. And also, it's even less scary and more stupid when characters make the stupidest decisions ever. Honestly, it just ruins the whole movie for me. But honestly, I haven't really watched that many horror movies, and the ones that I have were like very light, like It movies. Both films, I mean, they were not that scary. It definitely had some scary elements in it, but not much to make me regret everything in life. But I definitely do want to watch Welcome to Derry. Apparently Pennywise is going on full demon time there. So honestly, I'm hella excited. But the movies in general were really good. For some reason, I just actually really loved both movies. I really enjoyed Pennywise as a character. And honestly, I feel like he carried the movie for me. Not saying it was bad at all. Absolutely not. I think it was pretty good. But I think for me, he was just the main entertainer. He's the reason he made me like stick around to watch the whole thing. The most recent one I watched was Five Nights at Freddy's. The first one. I know the second one is out. I haven't watched it yet. But honestly, that movie was not scary at all. Not even a little bit. I mean, come on. The animatronics are still kids. Don't tell me kids scare you. The movie itself was fine. In terms of actual horror though, it's like a 2 out of 10. I don't really recall any moments in the movie where I actually wanted to shit my pants. It was mostly enjoyable and a pretty fun watch instead of actually scary. The games are most definitely scarier. And speaking of games, we gotta talk about... Now, with the video games, this is a different story. I play way more horror games than I watch horror movies. And that's mainly because I have a horror games channel that you should definitely check out. Shameless plug. I know, I mean the channel's doing dog shit, averages like 50 to 100 views a video, but hey, I'm doing it for the love of the game. And by the love of the game, I mean shitting myself every time I play a damn horror game. You know, I thought I built some sort of tolerance playing them. Maybe I wouldn't be so scared playing a new horror game, but it actually gets worse every time. I don't even know how that's possible. I'm exaggerating it a little bit, but it does get me very jumpy. I always expect jump scares, but then when I let my guard down, I get the craziest jump scare of my life. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't died of a heart attack yet. And I played a handful of horror games, but honestly, the ones that I have played are very light compared to like other horror games. I mean, some of them didn't really scare me that much at all. What the hell? Like, even with these games that I've played so far, it's always the anticipation that something will happen soon that always gets to me. Like, the main reason I even started playing these horror games was to try and at least get myself to stop being such a bitch. But you always catch me far away from my monitor. But for some reason, as much as I claim to dislike horror shit, it's still pretty fun. I mean, playing the video games part is fun. I don't know about the whole movie aspect, because going back to the movies, there are a lot of horror movies I do want to watch. But the thing is, I'll have to watch them alone. Nah, you can go fuck off with that, mate. Why would I want to torture myself like that? If I already get creeped out watching it with someone else, why would I dare to do it by myself? And I can't really ask anyone to watch it with me, well, because, I don't really have anyone to watch horror movies with me. But yeah, I need to build up some real courage before I actually do that, because right now, I'm more like Courage the Cowardly Dog.